with Rachel Hogan. I'm Rachel Hogan with my floppy camera. So, I hope you all had a wonderful day today. Let me just kind of tighten this up. There we go. See if that helps a little bit. Much better. All right. So tonight I'm just kind of drawing a little bit of pencil art. Nothing too much. I did a lot of color lately, and I think I did maybe too much color. So I'm just going to try to settle down a little bit and just get back into my drawing skills. So I've been kind of, let me get a little closer here. See if you can see that better. All right, not too bad. So tonight we're just going to do some drawing. I'm using my mechanical pencil, which I love mechanical pencils. They're my favorite to draw with. And so I hang on to those. Some are better than others. I could use a really nice one. And, one of these days, I'm trying to use up the ones I have before I go out and buy another one. So I'm just doing the best I can. I'm just sketching. I was lucky today because I forgot it was Thursday. And my friend reminded me, he's like, aren't you streaming tonight? And I'm like, oh my gosh, is it Thursday? I always seem to forget. Thursday's a tough day. Like, you think it's hump day, but I think it's Thursday. Because it's not quite Friday yet. And then all of a sudden, and you're like dragging along trying to get to wherever it is you want to be on the weekend, which is probably not where you are now. So he reminded me, it's time, it's your night to stream. And I'm like, I felt like I wanted to. Because I love streaming so much. I love drawing, actually. That's what I really love. Hi, Boat God. Welcome to my stream tonight. Thank you for joining. You're amazing. I saw this cute little picture of an owl. And so I thought, I think I'll draw an owl tonight too. I don't usually draw an owl, or animals, but he just is so cute. So I thought, I'm going to just draw a cute little owl, and a whole bunch of things, just whatever I feel like. Oh, thank you. Oh, God, my day was good. How was your day? Did you have a busy day? Mine was kind of half busy, and then it was half not busy. And when I wasn't supposed to be busy, I was. And let's see, I know better than to use this kind of eraser. It always leaves marks. There's my kneaded eraser, which is the best eraser. That's the kind you use to erase without any residue left on your paper. It just kind of soaks it up. This is a really soft eraser. I just want to lighten that up a little bit. So we got a few different things here tonight. So we've got our owl. And some owly feathers. I saw a really big barn owl one time. It was huge. I think he was bigger than me, and he went flying right in front of me. Just the coolest thing I ever saw in my life. Just he probably could have picked me up and carried him in his feet. I mean, he was just incredible, incredibly huge. The wingspan must have been 6 feet. I think he was a barn owl. It was white. Oh God, you had a good day. Ooh, dentist appointment. Well, at least you got to get out of school early. That's nice. And your teeth hopefully are all clean. I remember wearing braces when I was in my 30s. Okay. We can see that. I'm going to bring it just a teeny bit closer. Yeah, but in my 30s, I wore braces along with my daughter. We both had them the same year, which really helped me understand what she was going through as a teenager with braces. Because it's so hard to eat anything and you can't. Yeah, it can be very frustrating. So braces aren't very fun. But I am embracing this owl because it's just a fun thing to do. Hey, Makayo, hi, haven't heard from you forever. How have you been? Oh, what a nice surprise that you're here. Thank you for joining my stream tonight, Makayo. How have you been? And what have you been up to? Oh, did I see some hearts? Oh, Makayo, a week and a half of going back to school. Oh, Montana. Oh, I love Montana. I've been there. What part of Montana did you go to? Matthew. Hi, Matthew. Beautiful art. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you to say. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm kind of like got some silly art and some nice art. Just kind of chilling, and I bounce around. It's hard for me to just focus on one spot for some reason. So I bounce around quite a bit on my paper. So it looks like I'm finishing something, but I don't even know if I ever actually finish anything. There we go. Get some shading in there. I just love these mechanical pencils. So Matthew Govender, how's that how you say it? Where are you from? Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Let's see. Oops, let me try to read all my stuff here. Makayo, Montana, and for a wedding, is that right? You went for a wedding? That's cool. Matthew, you're in South Africa? Oh, that's awesome. I have a friend from the Cape. She was like my best friend for a long time, and then she got married and had kids and moved. And I moved. I always wanted to visit there. How's the weather right now? Is it nice? bedding. I wanted to, I don't know, there's so much in Africa. People just think it's a certain way, kind of like New York. Everyone thinks it's a city, but really, most of it is a beautiful green state with waterfalls and trees and that type of thing. It's gorgeous there. Especially, I think this time of year, the leaves start changing color and all of that. And this pencil lead kind of leaves a bit of residue, I'm noticing, which isn't my favorite thing, but I can work with it. I'll just use my, what do you call it? Oh, and I don't know where they all went. My stump, my blending stump. We'll just push some of this pencil around for some shading. Makes it so much easier. And then you don't have pencil dust everywhere either. So that's a nice thing. Pencil dust. You can do like almost a whole drawing with just a pencil stump. And you want to watch how much pressure you put on it too. And I always forget to go from left to right. And I wind up putting my hand. Well, Makayo, I'm so glad you stopped in and said hi. We've missed you. Was the wedding beautiful? Or did I miss? Did you already say it? Because, oh my goodness. Mr. Jang, hi, Jang. Mr. Jang and viewers, thank you. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. At least that's what it said for a second there. I could be wrong. Yeah. I'm about as good as you are with computers lately, I swear. Not being able to deal with it very well. Electronics and me haven't been the best of friends. Yep, so I'm just bouncing around doing different drawings. And that's just how I feel tonight. I just feel like bouncing around. Matthew, it's a beautiful place. Oh, that's good. Is it? Oh, bye, or bye, Makayo. Thank you for stopping in. Where's my heart for Makayo? There you go, Makayo. There's your heart for tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's so exciting to have you say boo and on the stream again. You're an amazing person. Just keep up the good work. Just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, that's so nice. I haven't heard from Makayo forever. It seems like with school starting, a lot of people have been really busy with school, which makes sense. Okay, so this is a little noisy, the stump pen. So stump blending pencil. So I'll just use it for a second here, and then we'll go on to something else. And very lightly, I take and just blend some of that for skin tone. Not too heavy. You can see the black on here. That's all of the pencil lead that I'm just rubbing around. And we're just getting a little bit of color here. And turning it to get a little bit more. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with just the stump of a pencil. And we're going to bring his feathers out too, just a bit. I might need to do a little bit more penciling with this one, actually. So we'll put our stubbing, blending stump, not stubber, it's a stump. So we're going to make this look more like feathery eyes. And a little bit of a feathery body. And just a bit here. Just want to get this color going. Same over here. Just bring it over and give it some little bit of feathers. And pull them out just a little bit. Big owly eyes. Has anyone ever seen an owl? I told my story about my owl. Matthew, WhatsApp? Why are you asking about WhatsApp? WhatsApp is a good way to... Oh, you got to go too? Oh, bye. But WhatsApp is a really good way to communicate across the pond, across the ocean, where it doesn't cost any money. You can do FaceTime, and whether you have an Apple phone or a Android, yeah. Android or Apple phone, iPhone, whatever it is, you can FaceTime and chat and text with WhatsApp. So that's a really good app to have. And I think I hear it's more secure as well. So that's something to think about. It's kind of a spotted owl. A little bit sporty. That's cool. All the way from South Africa, we got somebody. Oh, I hope he liked and subscribed. Thanks for stopping in, Matthew. What a great thing for you to do, and to say hello and everything. Oh, God. You saw I figured out how to chat with the community. Yes. Good. You did. Thank you for noticing that. I was bored at work, and I'm just like, I got to be able to communicate better, and there's got to be more I can do on here. And then I found that. So I started that community chat, but I haven't checked it since I've been home because I got home from work and it gets dark earlier now, as you probably noticed. And I had to dig some holes and plant some plants outside before it got dark. So that's what I was doing, planting plants, watching the sunset, feeling the mosquitoes on my skin. Love mosquitoes. I found this big, huge one on my kitchen sink. Luckily, he was dead, but he was probably like an inch long. Here, give this guy a little bit of a beak. There. Well, this is such a nice surprise. I always love when people stop by. I hope you do remember to like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. I finally made it to 500. And that was a huge, no, that's not right. 400. I'm not even to 5 yet. I'm 400. And that was exciting. But I did put more effort into it that week that it grew, I'd have to say. I put in extra content. This is so fun. All right, let's give our girl, because of, not that I have ADD or anything, but I do switch around quite a bit. It's hard for me to just focus on one thing, like I said. So you'll see me like trying to focus. But I usually do wind up going here and there, and that's how my real life is too. I just kind of, depending on what room I'm in, is what I can focus on. Does anyone else have a problem focusing? And if you don't, I'm happy for you, because it sucks when you can't focus. And then there's the times where you over focus. And you focus so much on one thing, you don't notice anything else even exists. It's good to find a happy medium, somewhere you can focus and just enjoy. And have a little bit of detail. Oop, just broke my pencil. It's another good thing about mechanical pencils. All right, let's do some shading here. Oh God. Oh, you listen to music to help you focus? That's awesome. Sometimes I can't decide what music to listen to. How do you decide what music to listen to? because I'll be like not able to focus. Like, I don't know what kind of music. Like at night when I do my streams, it's kind of easy for me to pick something because I want it to be mellow. But then sometimes during the day, I don't know, it's hard to pick something. She's going right into her owl. And just some casual blending. Where's my smaller one? There we go, right here. Yeah, I like the 1 hour. I haven't checked out Lofty yet. I'm going to have to find that. Is that an app? Lofty? I'm definitely going to have to check that out. All right, I'm going to give some shadow right around this flower here. I was watching Harpreet Arts. It's really good the other day and today. He's on live. He does really great pencil sketching and drawing. It's not in English though, so I have a hard time like watching it. All right, I think we're getting pretty good there. And this is just kind of a sketchbook day. I think we'll take our owl now and we'll just kind of fluff him up a little bit. And out, he's got some darker color right in the middle. And around the edges. And that's his chest. And his little feet. And I just really want her to connect to this owl for some reason. It's kind of like they were meant to connect, like that's her spirit animal or something. So I think it's good. I don't know, some people don't believe in that stuff, but I think it's awesome. You know, whether it's real or not real, whatever, but it's kind of, for me, it's comforting to feel like I have a spirit owl, or animal, I should say. Mine is not an owl, but it's actually a red-tailed hawk. And some people have cardinals, dolphins, fish. Well, dolphins, I guess, are fish, sort of. They live in the water. Okay. And I'm just going to give her a little bit of shadowing on her shoulder, or rendering, as they call it. Artists love to use the word rendering. I remember this really good artist friend of mine. He was telling me, I was telling him I was shading something. He goes, no, it's called rendering. So I guess I've done a lot of rendering in my life without even realizing it. Because I'm a renderer. Yes, I'm a renderer. Yeah, I was watching Jane Mr. Jang's live stream today. It was hilarious. He doesn't know, his friends don't know I was watching it. They were laughing so hard. It was amazing. It was hilarious. That's why I wish I had sound sometimes, because you just hear me talking, but maybe we want to hear each other talk. And I'm not sure if there's a way to do that, but we'll have to figure it out. And has anyone noticed the community chat besides Boat God? That seems, oh, thank you for the heart. The hearts. That's so sweet. Thank you. I feel like I'm alone in the world right now. I don't know why. And last night I went to the beach. I was going to put a video on too, because it was a really nice beach. What do you call it? I don't know, experience, I guess. So I was going to put it on my Rachel's church, my welcome to my church, because my church is the beach. Okay, Hootie, let's give you some more darkness under your feet. And we've got Hootie. Where's our blowfish? Little Hootie. He's got Hootie nails. Or what do they call them? Talons. Talons. So, Matthew, you're here. You're back. Oh, hi. Well, welcome back. I forgot I was asking you something and I forgot what it was. But do you have Lofi music down in where you are in South Africa? I think I'm going to use a different pencil. I got a lot of pencils out and I got them ready so I wouldn't make like a ton of noise. This is a 5B. Is this a dark one? Oh, this will be a nice shadowy, rendering pencil for rendering. Because Hootie needs a little bit of ground to stand on. Right, Hootie? Matthew, what was the question? I'm trying to remember. I think maybe it was like what the weather was or something. How's the weather down there in South Africa right now? Do you guys get winters or anything? Oh, where's I have my charcoals. This is a 12B. Is this darker? Oh, that's better. Much less work. But I know that I'm very interested in weather and different weather patterns. And so it's kind of cool for me to hear about what other people's weather patterns are. And if it's hot or cold or snowy. I used to go skiing, snow skiing. Snow skiing was always fun. Once I figured it out, like it took me a minute to figure it out, but once I did, it was pretty fun. And it was very freeing, I thought. So yeah, well, here we are, just relaxing. And I'm thinking Jang's stream might be over. Let's give him a few darker feathers here and there. And then we'll blend them in a little bit. Just to get that ambiance, that shadowy ambiance. And here's a teeny one I can use for really small details. Actually, the tip of this one I think is wider than the tip of the other one, even though it's a smaller utensil. And now another fun thing to do is to darken around the edges. Let me see if I can find my charcoal or nice dark pencil here. It's my drawing pencil. I might start using charcoals again pretty soon. Because with charcoals you can go real fast. Is this a charcoal one? It might be. And then you just, with charcoals, you can even use what I use too, oftentimes, is a brush to move around the pencil. Let's see if I have my brush here. This one, nope, those are pencils. I think I have brushes over in this drawer next to me. I do. I found them. But the really cool thing, because I was doing, here's a tinier brush, some very detailed work. And then the bigger brush. Oops. So what I like to do, well, first I'll use my little brush just to do a couple little details in here. And you can just see it just fluffs that up a bit. Oh, this is what I was going to show you here. You can just see how it shades it and just brushes that extra pencil lead around. And you get your shading that way. And then for the details, you can use a micro pen or something. I'm not sure what a 3H does. But I wanted her eyelids, lashes to be a little bit darker. This is a nice quiet Thursday. And it was nice, my friend reminded me it was Thursday because I forgot again. I have a lot of alarms set to try to remember things, and I still don't. I have one that's set to remember my name, just in case I forget my own name. Matthew, it's hot down there. And married? Are you married? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, good for you. I forgot what I was going to do. I got this brush out for some reason. I think I'm going to focus down here for a minute. pull some of that dark around here. So the brush gives you much more better blending abilities. And I did the charcoals for a couple years, and I just loved charcoals. And just for fun, where's my, I have scarlet somewhere in here. I did separate my pencils like you guys all suggested. That is not a scarlet pencil. And I found this cool box right here to put pencils in. It's kind of segregated, and some pens and markers and things. So that was nice and helpful. So I'm not like making too much noise. I still can't find what I want all the time, but it's a lot quicker than, yeah, I'm not going to find it. So I wanted a red. Here's a red. But I did want a pencil and not a pen. So I'll just have to use, I wanted a dark, deep red. This one is a, well, it almost looks purple, I think. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I'm going to choose this one. So her bustier will have a little bit of color. Matthew. So are you an artist? Or do you just like to watch art? Or are you like actively learning about art or anything like that? Oh, I know what the question was. The WhatsApp. I saw you said WhatsApp on there. And I was talking to you about WhatsApp. I don't know if you heard me talking about it or not. Because I wasn't sure if you were telling somebody about it or asking a question about it. But I do use WhatsApp to talk to friends around the country and nation, actually, the world. I mean the whole world. I have friends all over the world. And I think that's one of the great things about the internet is you can have friends all over the world. It doesn't have to be just in your neighborhood anymore. You know what I mean? Most of my best friends, though, I'd have to say, are people I've met in person. But then you have your best internet friends. So it's all good either way. Now this is a pen I'm using just to get some really a little bit brighter color, not so dull. And I didn't feel like using watercolor or acrylics or anything tonight. I just felt like drawing a little bit. Sometimes it's the best form of expression, it's just drawing. Just feeling your own world. So I'm hoping I will get to go to on a vacation soon. I want to go to Seattle to visit my son and my dad, who's 92 next month. Ooh, I was thirsty. Yeah, he's 92 next month. Crazy. Super old. Let's see, I've got a 3, a 5, a 1, a brush, a 2. What's this thing? So this is a micro pen, micron pen. And it's not always the best thing to mix with pencil. But I like to focus on the details sometimes a little more with the pen. Oh, is anyone getting ready for oh, thank you, Boat God, for saying happy birthday to my dad. Yeah, I want to go visit him. I think it might be his last birthday. I don't know. You just never know. And also, my son, Mr. Jang, is out there where he was born and raised. Born and raised out there somewhere. And some other friends and family I have around. The only thing in Africa besides a safari that I've ever wanted to visit is Mount Kilimanjaro. Because in Mount Kilimanjaro, I watched a documentary on that one time where this guy, I think I don't know, he had polio or something. And he could barely walk, and he had to use like crutches or like these walker thingies just to walk, and he climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. I think it's the world's largest, or one of the world's largest freestanding. Is it a volcano or a mountain in the world? I think it's a volcano actually, but not active at this time. So anyway, it just fascinated me, the journey and the monkeys and the different wildlife and stuff they saw. And I was just like, I have to visit Mount Kilimanjaro and climb Mount Kilimanjaro. It just seemed like something I just really needed to do. It was the coolest thing. That was years ago. I don't know if I still want to. I would if I had the opportunity, but you know what I mean. I wonder where Steve is. This is the second night he hasn't been on. So would I have two people watching tonight? I guess it's going to be a, let's see, where's my blues? It's just going to be an early night tonight. We'll just close it up here just about. I'm thinking at 10. It's got about 5 more minutes. Okay. So not a super, what do you call it? Super talkative. Like last week we were super talkative, or last stream. This one, it's just more mellow. I think when I feel mellow, it really changes the ambiance. I like that word, ambiance. It's so nice of you to join, Matthew. And I think you said you were married. So now I'm just going to show you something fun you can do with charcoal. I have a charcoal pencil somewhere in this box here. These are my charcoals. And it looks like I've worn this one quite down a bit. This is a 6B. It might, oh wow, look at how dark that one is. Let's see, this one is a soft. And I think the softer ones might be the darker ones. Oh, wait, one more thing. My micro pen I need to do. Because I got part of her hair, got distracted, and then I didn't do the other part. Just wanted to do a few little details in there. There we go. Just some, not a ton. And now for the end, I think this is a charcoal soft. And I just want to make it look like there's a little bit of mist around him. So I'm just lightly letting the pencil use its own weight. To get a little bit of a mist, like a night look, like a night sky maybe. And I think that brings out your focal points too, which is the drawings themselves. So it's almost like they have a glow about them. And then you can take your brush. I think there's all media is awesome. So I've used a little pencil, a little ink, a little colored pencil in here, and mostly imagination to get this picture or drawing of these different characters. And a little bit of our stubs. Stump pencil, not stubs. I keep saying stubs, but it's a stump pencil. There. And then the next tool you can use is helpful, and that is this. I think it's a piece of leather. This is old. I don't know if it's going to work, but you just use it to kind of mush it all around to get out some of those lines. You just move the pencil. It's loud, probably. Maybe if I sit back a little bit, you won't hear it as much. But I wanted to get that kind of that glowy feeling, kind of like a mist. There we go. Oh God, you like the shading and blending? Thank you. Oh, you're learning how to do that now. Do they call it rendering at your school? Can't do it shading and blending. But yeah, leather helps. You can use your blending stumps for bigger or smaller details. And you can do details all day long. You know I can. I want to give her a belly button. I think she needs a belly button. So somewhere between here and here, maybe right in here. This is going to be her little belly button. So that is more of a hip here. There. Definitely some hip over here. My hippie chick. With little Owlie. And we're going to use our brush to just kind of fluff his feathers a little bit. Thank you for those hearts. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet of you. And that's the other thing. The brush. Where did I put the brushes? The big brush. It's not the biggest brush, but you can use this big brush to just move things around in kind of a more organized pattern sometimes. But I wanted that darker in here. So I'm using the bigger brush for that. And her tummy's too light, and so we're going to use, what'd you say? Oh, God. You're trying to teach yourself with the help of YouTube tutorials. Good. That's what it's there for, you know. And then give her some highlight on her shoulder, just a little bit. And this eraser. And also you can do highlights. I like doing highlights with erasers. Just really brightens things up. And the kneaded eraser is the best one because you can just shape it how you want to get more detail or less detail in your drawing. My brush slid under my paper. So there we have our tonight's drawing. It went quickly. I think rather quickly. And not a lot of color, not a lot of detail, but you can see it's a lot of fun. And just something to, you know, kill time with, just to make the day less dull. I'll give her a little bit of curves here before I go. Just a bit. She's been working out. She has some abs. So we're going to show off a few of her abs. All right, guys. I hope you have a pleasant evening. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And just thank you for coming in and joining my stream. And Boat God, as always, you're my number one. We missed one sock, Fishy, or Hobby Homez, or whoever she is tonight. What was her last one? Athena? Athena second something. She is a kick, right? She's so fun. So we're fortunate to have you guys. At least I'm fortunate. All right. Well, thank you for joining my little stream. And y'all have a wonderful evening. Good night, Boat God. Thank you for the hearts. And for the well wishes from my dad as well. That was really cool of you. Good night, Matthew, if you're still here. Mikayo had to go. We'll see y'all next time on Tuesday. Good night.